Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version, the go-through, part 40. And yeah, there are only a few Team Rocket members left in the radio tower. This is actually the final grunt. She's very easy. I just switched to Lapras off screen because I felt like I could use some screen time. Plus, I'm gonna need it in the final gym, what with it being Ice type and all. So I'm just going for Surf. That's the normal. It should be an easy one KO against the Ekans. And then, after that, she has a Oddish. It's the Pokemon that I was almost about to use when I remembered, oh yeah, it sucks in Generation 2. So yeah, take that, Oddish. I don't even need you as an HM whore anymore because I have a Farfetch'd, and that also knows Cut. And yeah, in other news, here is another Ekans. I'm just gonna surf it and it will die. And on a random note, I actually beat the final boss of New Super Mario Bros. Wii earlier today. That was really fun. Still have to do all the star coins and such. And don't worry, I'm not gonna go into any further detail. That's all I'm gonna say about the matter. All I'm gonna say is the game is awesome. So yeah, her final Pokemon is a Gloom, but I know Icy Wind will easily win a KO, so I'm not worried about, like, Absorb, but even so, it's, like, 10 levels higher, plus Lapras has good special defense and HP, so I'm not worried at all. And I just think this person's dialogue is funny. She's like, Meowth, help me! Then it just goes, Meowth. Meowth, they're cool. And I was wondering if there was like a hidden item up here or down there, and apparently there's not. So here is that executive from the hideout. This executive actually is the same because this area like proves there's more than one male executive. It shows that this is the same female executive as before, especially since this one also has the Arbok Murkrow and such. At least I think she had a Murkrow in the Rocket hideout, I'm pretty sure. But there are 3 Rocket executives in one in the same building, but in different rooms at the same time. There's the one up here, there's the fake director, and then there's the one with the Golbat. So anyways, yeah, the Arbok's going for Wrap, because it's so threatening. Oh my god, it's using Wrap. Lapras almost died right there. It lost a whopping 4 HP. Oh, and Lapras levels up, which is always nice. Next is a Vileplume. I'm pretty sure she had a Gloom, so it evolved, I guess. I'm just gonna go into Quilava. I know Icy Wind can't win a KO this, and I'm worried it might have Mega Drain or something. And since it's a level 32 Vileplume, it could do a bit of damage. Just gonna Flame Wheel it and pow. I'm not expecting this to KO it either, because if it couldn't KO a Sneasel, how can it KO a Vileplume? And yeah. It goes for Acid, which shouldn't do much. But, of course, it gets a crit. Just great. Then I go for Flame Wheel, and it dies. And Quilava is going to level up to level 34. Only 2 levels away now. Hooray! Granted, I'm busy leveling up a lot of different Pokemon at the same time. The only one, like, I'm not prioritizing a lot would be Ampharos. I mean, Tauros because he hasn't been doing a whole lot recently. Eevee because, well, it's Eevee and hasn't evolved yet. Lapras because I need it for the next gym. And Quilava because I need it to evolve soon. Granted, I should probably have Lapras as my top priority because Typhlosion's not going to do really well against Dragon types anyways. Lapras surprisingly won a KO's the Murkrow with Icy Wind, but I'm not complaining. And yes, she loses. And here's the final executive, and the final Team Rocket member in all of Johto. And we are about to battle him, and he has some new Pokemon! Yes, he actually does. He leads off with a Houndour! One of the coolest dark types ever. Screw you, Poochyena. I'm not afraid to admit it, when I first saw Poochyena, when I was 8, I basically went, isn't that a Houndour clone? And it is. I mean, Mightyena and Houndoom do look different, but Poochyena and Houndour look so similar, except Houndour's cooler. Screw you, Hoenn. I don't care. And his next Pokemon is, big surprise, a Coughing, level 33. Wish he had a Weezing at this point, because, you know, he's the final Team Rocket and all that. Surf should 1 KO it, and it does. And his final Pokemon is a very cool Dark type, even cooler than Houndoom. Well, definitely cooler than Poochyena. See, I get those two mixed up because they look so similar. It's annoying. It's a Houndoom, and for some reason its silver sprite looks really odd. Actually, I think all its Generation 2 sprites looked odd. I'm just gonna go for Surf. It uses Feint Attack, but thankfully it doesn't do too much. And of course, it barely survives the Surf. Goes for Bite, and I was like, oh great, it's gonna flinch and I'll get really pissed. But no, it doesn't. And the Houndoom is going to die right now. And Lapras, I forget if it does or doesn't. I think it might level up from this. Yeah, it does. Level 33, hooray! So already 2 level ups in 1 episode. No, forgive me, Giovanni. Giovanni could never forgive you because you're James, and nobody likes James, especially Giovanni. Actually, I'll take that back. James was cool before, like, Diamond and Pearl messed him and Jesse up. Again, I haven't watched those shows in forever, but the main thing that keeps me from watching them is how they made Team Rocket a joke, except they're not funny. They were tolerable before, and in well, in the first season they were actually kind of cool. But now they're just stupid. Anyways, the director thanks you and he gives you the Silver Wing. We will deal with that later in the game. I could technically go there now and battle Lugia now, but A, I don't have any Ultra Balls and you can't buy them until Blackthorn. B, my Pokemon aren't that high leveled yet, because Lugia is level 40. And C, it'll be really annoying because it knows Recover and stuff. Anyways, DJ Mary gives you a pink bow, and I just talked to Meowth again because I felt like it, and Meowth's cool. And there's one last person who will give you something. It's this random girl. She will give you TM11, which is for Sunny Day. I don't really need that, so I'm definitely not going to use it. And now I'm just going through here, and cut. Now. Alright, we are in the Lake of Rage. And you may be wondering what I'm doing here, but there are actually some trainers there now. Actually, they were here, I think, after you beat the Mahogany Gym, but I forgot about, so I'm doing it now. And this guy is all Magikarp, so I'm just gonna say a random story I had from the day before recording and narrating this, aka Saturday. Basically, on Saturday, I went to GameStop and I finally reserved HeartGold and SoulSilver, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to them, all that. And something odd actually happened. There was a person in front of me in line, and they looked to be like in middle school or something like that, I don't really know. And they were talking with the employee, and they were basically talking about how they saw like this ad for HeartGold and SoulSilver in GameStop. Basically, GameStop had these 2 giant versions of the boxes, which is always odd but cool. Yay, GameStop. And they were basically asking the woman what HeartGold and SoulSilver was, and they actually asked, quote, "What's the point of them?" When I heard this, I did my best not to make a dumbfounded face. So basically I interrupted, I said HeartGold and SoulSilver are remakes of older Pokemon games, that's why they're making them. Then the person just said, "Oh, that makes sense," and walked away. And someone in the comments is now going to go, "Oh my god, spoilers! HeartGold and SoulSilver are remakes of Gold and Silver!" I bet nobody saw that coming. I bet nobody was ever going to think of that. I mean, wow, I can't believe those games were actually remakes of older games. It's not like they've ever done that before or something. But, yeah, random sarcasm aside, this person actually has a strong Pokemon, level 27 Gyarados. Granted, the Magikarps and Gyarados make sense since the Lake of Rage is full of them. And it's just gonna die next turn, and that will be the last battle for this episode. We'll finish that up and then start heading to Blackthorn next episode. So, yeah. Seeing as I have some extra time, I'm just going to walk up here, up to the next trainer. And, okay guys, goodbye.